everyone! Today I'm talking to you about Mental Toughness for Young Athletes by RK Publishing. This book is contributing a lot to personal growth, especially in your athletic journey. So let me give you the quick summary about this book for you to improve. The first and the most important advice of this book is to have a strong sense of identity. If you know exactly who you are, no one's going to be able to influence your thoughts or your goals. And no one's probably gonna agree exactly with what you want. You know what is best for you, so you gotta have it clear in your mind. Identify your values. Know what you stand for. If your actions are aligning with these values, you're probably headed to the right way. So always ask yourself, is this aligning with my values? Is this gonna bring me further in my journey or closer to the purpose that I have? Which is exactly why we're coming to you to talk about having personal goals and a purpose. You might not know your purpose right now, and that's fine, but you gotta have some sense to where it's heading according to the values that you have and the things that you like doing. Another way that will help you do so is to visualize. Use visualization to see the bigger image behind what you're doing. Why am I doing this right now? Where is it gonna lead me to? And this is also gonna help you in moments when you are frustrated, when you feel like giving up. Remember your why. If you know why you're doing it, you're not gonna give up. Another way to become mentally stronger is to know your weaknesses. What breaks you? So, there are main three weaknesses that we are all suffering from: ineffective emotional management, neglecting needs, and mental fog. As a successful athlete and an effective person, you need to manage your emotions. When it comes to fear, you cannot think you're gonna overcome fear by playing small. You're running away from it. So see what scares you the most and go face it. It's the only way to get rid of fear. Get out of your comfort zone, you're gonna become stronger. When it comes to other emotions, you're gonna need that emotions cannot be rejected. There's not a switch that you're gonna click on and be, oh, I'm not stressed anymore, I'm not scared anymore. You cannot deny it, okay? So you gotta process your emotions, you gotta accept them, acknowledge what you're feeling, and be precise about it. What is it exactly that you're feeling? And then you're gonna try to release it in some proper form. Sometimes simply accepting that you are feeling this emotion is enough to release it. However, you could also use journaling, or you could liberate it in doing something that you love. It could be through sports, it could be through art, it could be done in many different ways. When we're talking about needs, we're talking about balancing different areas in your life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and social. If you are neglecting one of those needs and giving another one so much, trust me, it's most detrimental. You cannot think that I'm gonna do so well if I only focus on my physical needs and ignore my social needs, my emotional needs. This is not how it works. You have to balance all of them to be at your best capacity. Lastly, you gotta be focused. So there are times when you have some mental fog. You can't focus, you're lacking mental clarity, you're feeling too overwhelmed to even start planning, and that's fine. It happens to all of us. What you're gonna do is try to let out these thoughts in a proper and effective way. You could write down all your feelings and emotions, like journaling. Or you could even write down all the tasks that you need to do and start narrowing them and prioritizing them. It starts with action. Going back to mental clarity, your thoughts have a tremendous impact on your performance, so you're gonna know how to redirect them. So think about the power of perspective. Sounds cliche, but it's really gonna bring you ahead of everyone. So get out of the victim mindset, that's first of all, and look at situations from at least a neutral point of view. Instead of saying, I can do that, tell yourself, well, I am learning to do that. And if that sounds too optimistic, then tell yourself, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. You're acknowledging it, and by using the facts, but you're not jumping to the conclusion that, oh, I can't do this right now. So always use the facts. Think about the facts. What is actually happening? Be in the present, right? After you've known exactly what are your weaknesses so you can improve on them, you can also recognize the things you're good at, because there are a lot of things that you're good at. Work on them. Make them even better. You're gonna be known for these things that you're good at, so take advantage of them. To get rid of your negative thoughts, you're gonna have to practice spirituality, and this is not religion related. You could be non-religious and still practice spirituality, which means that if you're not praying, you could journal, practice mindfulness, practice gratitude, practice meditation, yoga. All of these have the goal of sitting with yourself, observing your thoughts, and solidifying your identity and your goal. As we were talking earlier, you're gonna find the why behind what you're doing. You could do this through the practices I just named. So you sit with yourself, you see the bigger image, and this is why I'm doing it. Did you notice how many times we talked about perspective? When it comes to mental toughness, perspective is everything, so we're talking about it again. A good way to become very effective in what you're doing and to achieve your bigger goals is to give meaning to the little actions you're doing every day. An example would be, I'm doing the dishes. Why am I doing that? Well, I could give it the meaning by changing my perspective and saying, cleaning the dishes helps me become more patient. Becoming more patient helps me give more time to the tasks that are a little harder, and therefore I become better in what I'm doing. Or cleaning the dishes, I clean the dishes because I love my family, I care about them, I want to help them, and that aligns with this and this value. So give meaning to the little things that will help you go further in your journey and reach that big goal that you have set for yourself. The last advice I'm going to give you from this book is to be at peace with yourself. Know that there are challenges in life, there are problems, you have to acknowledge them. It's fine, you're eventually going to find out how to resolve them. But don't ignore reality or problems, because if you ignore them, you're gonna end up attracting them even more. You're gonna think about them all the time. Don't think about this, don't think about this, that your mind retains this and it's gonna happen to you. So fill your mind with other solutions by facing the reality. This is the case, here's what I could do, right? And forgive yourself, forgive others for the mistakes that we do. We're all human, we're all in the process of learning, no one's perfect. The best thing you could do is to release yourself from resentment. Also, to become at peace with yourself and become very strong, imagine yourself without the material possessions that you have or any external validation. If you are satisfied about yourself in this way, you're gonna be ahead so many people, because most of the people get trapped in chasing money and fame, which is good, and these are things that we have to chase to a certain extent. But if this is all what you're thinking about, your personality might be having some areas to work upon. Otherwise, people could take advantage of you, could break you easily. Life is not about the material things only. It sounds cliche, but again, you're so strong in knowing that you would be very happy about yourself without having this or this thing, or being recognized and having a big title. You know your value without people having to tell you that. And that is how you become mentally super tough and the best athlete. Bye.